Anne, I often get questions, how can I get a legal separation in Pennsylvania, and is there a document that does that? Can you answer that question?
Yes, in Pennsylvania, there's no document that needs to be filed in order to establish a separation. If someone calls me and they've already moved out of the marital residence, that's viewed as a separation. Many times, though, the couple continues to reside under the same roof, and the way to establish a separation is to file an actual divorce complaint. There are legal implications to being separated, which should be fleshed out with an attorney. One of the questions I get a lot when being confronted with the separation question is, how does marital fault factor in?
Well, so there used to be a whole divorce based on fault, and it still exists in Pennsylvania, but most practitioners don't use it very much anymore because it is more expensive, because there are added steps to the process, and it is frankly embarrassing because you have to prove the actual fault. Now, there are several different types of fault. The most common referred to are adultery, abuse, and abandonment. So if you have to go and prove adultery or prove abuse, it's very sensitive information to have a full hearing on. However, fault can still factor into the divorce, even though we now have no fault divorces in Pennsylvania, because it is one of the factors for alimony. And so it is something that can come into play.
So it is not a factor in property distribution, and does it matter if one party was really, really good and one party wasn't?
Unfortunately, it doesn't matter how good or how bad you were in the marriage, and it doesn't matter what type of divorce you file. The fault cannot be a factor in how your actual marital property is divided. So whether you take the extra step of filing for a fault divorce or whether you just go through with a no-fault divorce, the fault of your spouse cannot determine that you get more of the marital pie than that other spouse does.